In this context, there's no disrespect, so when I bust my rhyme, you break your necks. We got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect. So lose the inhibition, follow your intuition, free your inner soul and break away from tradition. Cause when we be out,
Dante sits at home late one night. His brother Isaac enters.
What's happening, man? Hey, man, where you been? Out. Out? Have you talked to your GERP coordinator? Nah, I had time. Well, my GERP coordinator has helped me with better myself and help me with resources to, Oh, that's cool, man. What's up, Mom? There she goes again. Look at her. She ain't got shoes on. I got her last time.
Everyone has a situation they have to deal with, a circumstance that tremendously affects them. In this scenario, alcohol abuse took a toll on 2 young brothers. Gear-up families are affected by many factors. This skit displayed one of the many issues facing our generation. Without constant support from educators and Gear-up, students would be more at risk. Gear-up has provided thousands of students with support to become better than their circumstance, and for that we are grateful. Turn to the person next to you and tell them, thank you for your support.
With this, for me personally, my father abused alcohol and my mom abused alcohol and drugs. And in 8th grade, it hit me hard, and I was failing, and I couldn't keep on track, and I was really distraught about the situation, and I couldn't do anything. So when I entered high school, I started to get better, and I was introduced to Gear Up in the full effect. And as we continued, I built relationships with my advisors and my mentors at school and my true family, which is everyone here, and the people who I have, like my friends. And I just want to take a moment and thank all the Gear Up, all the people here, all the students in the summit, and I just want to thank everyone.
Transitioning into that, that's like she said, our Gear Up family, that's you guys. And that's what I'm saying, if, students, not all students have the same background, same family, same style. I mean, some people had single parents, some people have both. But, that's where you guys play in. Gear Up has played a big part in my life. And I know Miss Evans is in here. I don't know if she could stand up real quick. I don't know if she's in here. There's Miss Evans. I want to show gratitude to you because without you, I wouldn't be here on this stage. And you got me here to Washington, D.C., all the way from Texas. I mean, that's crazy. So, yeah, it's amazing. But without the Gear Up family, and so I want to express my gratitude towards all the Gear Up family, everyone that's in here. Without you guys, us students wouldn't be able to come up here and do what we do and show our true selves. So, gratitude to all of y'all. Thank you.
Going off of what my friend Isaac was saying, everybody comes from a different background, but we all wind up facing the same problems every once in a while. That's why we need your support. Like, everyone benefits, whether they give support or they receive support. I want you guys to go and support somebody that you know is going through a hard time right now. We are a family, and families help each other. I want you guys to turn to the person next to you and say, thank you for being a part of my family.
Thank you for being part of our family.
On that note, I want to leave you guys with one last thing. You are not defined by your circumstances. but by your choices.
The first feeling I had when I came here, I was very excited.
There was so many different people, and it was just kind of a culture shock to see all these different types of people from all over the country.
I'm one of 3 people from Georgia, and I actually didn't know that they were actually here. We came on different flights, so when I showed up, I didn't know anybody.
Whenever I first came here, my friends and I were just walking around, and we were just like shaking hands and giving high fives, and we were just trying to break the ice with everybody. We did an activity, and it was agree or disagree, and you'd have to stand on, like opposite sides of the room, whether you agreed or disagreed with the statement that they made. And growing up in Eastern Kentucky, a lot of people have the same views, and we all look alike, and we all think alike. But interacting with people from Hawaii, people from California, Vermont, just all over the country, and seeing all these different views, it just really opened my eyes to a lot of problems that I knew were there, but I'd never saw people have to experience them firsthand.
Just yesterday, where we did an activity where we had to share who we were grateful with, and it got real serious for a moment, and people got real emotional. Some were crying, and some were holding back their tears, and me just watching, that's the moment I realized that it's not just fun and games all the time. These are real people with real emotions, and this really just helped me realize that Gear Up is here for the ups and the downs.
It helped me realize that I can't do things alone, that I need people beside me to help me succeed.
I experienced like a complete feeling of like home. And I'm gonna take this motivation, this fresh motivation I've been needing, and I'm really gonna start applying to these private scholarships and these private schools that I've been so scared to do before this trip. So I'm gonna take this new renewed confidence, and I'm just gonna take it home with me and, take over the world.
It feels a whole lot better to know people in real life. Like I said, I've heard so many interesting stories. It's so overwhelming, but at the same time, I'm so blessed to be able to hear all these stories and just experience all these different backgrounds and cultures.
Well, I'm gonna go be the best leader I can. Recent things have caused a lot of hate, but I just think we should spread love throughout the world.
In this context, there's no disrespect, so when I bust my rhyme, you break your necks. We got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect.
When I say gear, you say up, gear, gear. When I say gear, you say up, gear, gear, yeah! Good morning, everyone. Oh, you can do better than that. Good morning, everyone. We are so happy to have you here. Welcome to the 2016 YLS presentation. Yeah, you guys look so beautiful out there. My name is Harold Hosley, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
My name is Kyle Schrader, and I'm from the great state of Kentucky.
And we will be your MCs for this presentation. We are so glad you guys came out. This is wonderful. Like, this is the first time I have seen this many people on a stage. You guys look great. Give yourselves a round of applause. Great. We are so pumped to have you. So I just want to let you guys know something that I've learned from this beautiful experience. I have learned that networking is very important. Do I have any people that agree with me? Networking is an essential part in anyone's career if you want to be successful. Relationships build a successful career. And I've met so many awesome and great people. And I just want to shout out like just two people, like Callie Chen from Kentucky. I just want to shout out like everybody from Texas. Like, you guys are just so great. Great, so we're just going to get this show on the road. How many of you guys are ready to get started? Great, so we're going to get started. So I want you to grab your seatbelt. Grab your seatbelt. Pull it down across you. Click it. And make some noise for the media team.
What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like that.
3, 2, 1. Welcome everybody to Wednesday News.
Hi, my name is Piper Christian, and I'm part of the 80% of newscasters in America who are white. Yay for the depressing amount of diversity in our news.
And I'm your co-host, Rolando Gonzalez. I'm Hispanic. I represent everybody else. Our top story tonight involves something that I feel a lot of us hold very dearly and true to our hearts, our love for money. Now, regarding gambling, the house always wins. But apparently now in contemporary times, the big chief always wins. A noticeable trend has indicated a resurgence in Native Americanly owned casinos operating in Native American owned lands. They are designated as reservations for Shawnee, Navajo, and other tribes I can't fathom pronounce. And now, if there is one say we can firmly and rest assuredly say about this, is that they're living well and living large.
Hello, I am a Native American Gear Up student. Many people have a stereotypical view of indigenous people outside the reservation, but no one realizes how much poverty hurts each Native American student. So many kids live without electricity, water, and transportation on my reservation. They also have abusive families that do not support their education or care for their well-being. Indigenous tribes have the lowest income and unemployment rate in the country. To understand natives of all nations, it's best to ask us the truth and not to rely on the lies told behind media. Don't judge my people based on media. Understand them first.
Our next story takes place in Hawaii. A new hotel was recently opened there. As we know, in Hawaii, life is perfect. It's all grass skirts and surfing.
Hello, my name is Halona, and being a Gear Up student in Hawaii is both a blessing and a struggle. The blessing, my school is next to a beach. The struggle, my school is next to the beach. Every day, life isn't all grass skirts and aloha shirts. I go to school in a low-income neighborhood. My school is also a water source for the homeless camp that's literally right across the street. What the media shows you isn't what a student in Hawaii sees. If you're not from Hawaii, all you'll probably think is, wow, I want to stay in Hawaii. I want to be there. They all must be so happy. Well, guess what? It's pretty expensive. Well, the reality is, The problems, the people, and our lives aren't what media portrays. You may see aloha shirts and coconut bras. The only thing you won't see is our island's flaws. The media in Hawaii also puts a negative view on my school. I actually go to Waianae High School, and what they say sometimes is, Waianae High School riots, breakout, Waianae High School dropout rate at 50%, Waianae High School is in the bottom 30%. Gear Up has actually changed all of that. The program has motivated a lot of students in our community that it shows that they can actually do it and actually be successful in life.
Now our next story.
No. I've gotten way too many offended callers. You got the fire. Get off my stage. And now we have the weather with Carmen.
Hello, Washington, D.C. I am your weather woman for today. I'm here to report you on the news, on the weather, sorry. And let me just say, so far it's getting pretty foggy in here, if you know what I mean. But in other news, it's getting a little bit hot and tense in here. And let me introduce you to our new caster, Amaro.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mario, and due to an incredibly recent job opening, I'll be giving you your morning news. As students, especially Gear Up students, we have to take more control of the information that we take in. It's hard for us to focus on school, college, and a successful career if we're more focused on what's being posted than what's going on in our own communities. And we have to be sure to check what information we're taking in, especially when it's coming from the news, social media, and internet. I'm not saying all of it is biased and misguided information, but when it's coming from so many different sources, it's easy for it to get distorted. And we have to show people that we deserve more than just fluff pieces. We deserve more information than just the Kardashians and Beyonce's album sales, even though y'all do not want to hear me get started on Formation. Don't be afraid to demand quality information. Certain stories are put on the air because of views, because of what we'll watch. We're in control of what's being put out there. And we can't be afraid to branch out and open up and learn about what's going on in other countries, states, and even cities. Information spreads like wildfire, and we're the ones holding the matches. Don't fuel the wrong flame. Okay, cut. Put the cameras down, take off the masks. Get rid of what's on the surface. Look beneath it. That's what this whole conference is about. Bringing together people from so many different social and economic backgrounds and putting them all in this one place, one family, one voice. I've learned more about culture and diversity in these last 4 years than I have in all of my 17 years of life. Isn't that what Gear Up's about? It's time for us to stand up. It's time for us to gear up.
Can we give them another round of applause real quick? All right, so real quick. The research team asked the Youth Leadership Summit Gear Up students how they received their news. And the responses were that 25% of the students received their news from TV, 67% from the internet, and 6% from newspaper or magazines. And this means that the best way to reach our generation of Gear Up students is through the internet and social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and even Snapchat.
Oh, wow, that was some good information, Kyle. Everybody say, wow. That was great. So basically, I just want to let you guys know who like to take pictures and if you like to film videos. These are our hashtags. Please use them. Hashtag We Are Gear Up, hashtag Gear Up Works, and hashtag Love the Rainbow. Thank you. So for those of you who don't know what Love the Rainbow means, it stands for Gear Up, the YLS team, we love everyone. We love you whether you are African American, Caucasian, Hispanic, whatever you are, sexuality, gender. We love all of you. And we want to let you guys know this because when this next team comes up, we want you to have that type of attitude. Every student leader that you see on this stage will be our next presidents, will be our next educators, lawyers, and we have to treat them like that and encourage them and love on them, right? Thank you. So, our research team did such a great job in digging in for our information from the YLS team. For community, the research team asked the YLS Gear Up team, what sort of community are you from? 55% are from rural areas, 30% are from urban areas, and 14% are from suburban areas. Guys, we have students as close as Virginia, and we have students as far as Micronesia. Everyone say Micronesia. That is so great. So, introducing our next presentation, our community group. Give yourselves a round of applause.
I'm Allison Ballard, and I'm representing Oklahoma. Yeah! With everything going on in the world right now, Gear Up has provided not only myself, but every single student in this room an opportunity to become one, to become unity. No matter our religion, our sexuality, our gender, our class, or our social status, we are all capable of coming together as one. We have all faced difficulties, and despite that, we are all able to, once again, come together as one whole. So our new motto is, community is unity. Thank you.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Jasmine, and I have a story to tell. But first, can I hear my Harry Potter fans out there? Come on. Yeah, all right. Okay, so back in the day when I was in middle school, you know, going through puberty, it wasn't that cool. It wasn't as cool as it was now to love to read all the time. And that's what I love to do. That was something that I did 24/7 every day. And because of that, it was hard for me to make friends. And because I was so secluded, I was a little chubby, I had glasses, I had acne all over my face. Like, we've been through puberty. We know what it is. It's terrible. Because of that, it was really hard for me to make friends, and I got bullied a lot. It was ruthless, you know? I got bullied on my hair, my glasses, the acne on my face, the fact that I was kind of chubby, you know, I was bullied a lot. And it made me not want to be myself. It made me not want to tell everybody, you know, I read all the Harry Potter series in less than a week. You know, I read them all. And I didn't want to tell people that because it just made room for more bullying. But Gear Up helped me realize that, you know, those who matter don't mind, and those who don't mind matter.
I'm Nathan Ishimoto, and I come from Kentucky. Gear Up has taught us perseverance.
Hi, I'm Alondra Bugarin from the state of Arizona. Low income can make it seem like it's too hard for students to get post-secondary education. I should know because at one point in my life, that was me. My mom was left as a single mom taking care of 4 kids after my parents' divorce, which caused low income. Of course, it helped that as soon as I was able to work. I might not be as privileged as some others, and getting to college will be hard. But social status should not define who we are or what we will be able to accomplish. Gear Up taught me that, like everybody else, I can get where I want to be.
My name is Ivan. I represent the state of Texas. Gear Up has taught us that ethnicity does not define capability. God created one race, the human race. Jane Elliott.
So, who in this room has ever wanted to be a ninja or like know karate? Like, yeah. So, last night the YLS team got the chance to do that. We had to break these boards. Never in my life did I think I'd be able to break a board with my hand. But we had to write our fear on them. And I wrote rejection on mine because rejection's always been a big fear of mine. Well, when we broke them, it was such an emotional thing. But like the energy in the room just keeps you like really hyped and like it just like their support. And Hector, one of our team leaders, told me before we broke the board, he looked at me and he said, "This board's not gonna reject you." And it may not seem like a big deal, but that was like something that stuck with me, and I don't really know why. I guess because rejection scared me, and I know that like now that that's gone, now that that's broken, like I'm not gonna have to worry about it. So I've learned like through Gear Up and through this conference that if you break through the board of your past, then you are capable of anything you want to do in your future.
I'm Zenzi Wilson. I'm from Grants, New Mexico, and Gear Up has taught me to be confident.
Hello, and I'm Mason, and I'm from the beautiful state of Kentucky. What Gear Up in this conference has truly taught me is to take off those labels and the numbers thrown at you telling you that you can't do something. I want to be a doctor, but I've been told many times, oh, well, 80% of doctors are men, and women can't succeed in that. But what I have to tell them is that I'm going to rip off those labels, and I'm not going to let a statistic tell me what I can and can't do with my life.
I guess I'm the last one. But my name's Nicholas Walker, and I'm from Macon, Georgia. I see you. But you know, the other two presentation teams, they kind of took our skit, like they stole our last bit, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. So in this 3 days at YLS conference, it has been amazing. Turning 150 individuals into a community has been one of the best experiences of my life. And I loved every bit of it. And I love every one of my classmates. All you out there, shout out to you. So something we do when we break, before every single break is we look to one another and say we care about each other. So I want everyone in the audience to look to the person beside you, say, "You are awesome." Okay, now, what about the people on the other side? They kind of feel left out. So look to the other person beside you and say, "I care about you." So let's all focus on loving each other instead of showing hate in the world. So as you go back to your communities, spread love throughout your communities. We are the future leaders of our society. We are Gear Up, we are YLS, and we are one.
I'm the first person in my family to graduate from high school. I got a 4.0 the first year of my master's program. I've broken bread with General Colin Powell. I've shared the same stage with U.S. Secretary of Education Arne Duncan. I've shaken hands with the President of the United States. But all everybody wants to hear about is the day I went to jail.
How many of you have ever experienced abuse?
How many of you have ever been arrested?
How many of you have thought about harming yourself?
Grown up in poverty?
Experienced racism?
Don't feel safe in your own school?
Suffer from depression?
How many of you have grown up in a broken home?
How many of you at one point stopped believing in yourself?
Turn around if you'd like to tell the rest of your story. There's more to us than our past.
I'm proud of graduating second out of my whole 8th grade class.
I am proud of earning my associate's degree as a junior in high school.
The thing that I'm most proud of is my independence.
I'm proud of overcoming the stereotypical views of the Hispanic and Latino cultures.
I'm proud that I'm #1 in my class.
I'm proud of gaining self-confidence in my community.
I'm proud of working hard and earning my 3.9 GPA.
I am proud of my academic status and becoming an emergency medical technician.
I'm proud of starting my own licensed business at 15 years old.
I'm proud of being the 2016 Gear Up Student of the Year.
I'm proud that I overcame bullying, I brought my grades up, and I started believing in myself again.
I'm proud that I found my self-confidence.
I'm most proud of being everything everybody said I couldn't be.
Parents, teachers, decision makers, now more than ever, we need you to be leaders so our students can write a new story of what's possible.
So real quick, I want to give credit to the video team because that was an excellent video.
Yeah, they did a great job, and I think the message of that video was very important to all of us. We need to come together as one and love each other. And before we introduce this next group, I just really quickly want to give a shout out to 3 people: Norman, Mustafa, and Jeneth. I know you guys might be wondering who that is. A lot of times we treat people like they are beneath us, and we do not acknowledge those who work the hardest. Norman, Mustafa, and Jeneth are 3 servers of this room who have served us, given us food, given us coffee, given us tea, orange juice, and water. Can we please give them a round of applause? They've worked very hard, and they are good at their job. I just really want to acknowledge them. Okay, Kyle, introduce the next group.
All right, so next we have a very talented group of performers, and what's wrong, Harold?
Kyle, I'm talented.
You're talented?
Yeah, I'm talented.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
What's your talent?
Is he serious? I can sing. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what you got.
Okay, what do you want me to sing?
Gear Up is amazing.
Gear Up is amazing?
In opera.
In opera? Is that a challenge? Okay, I'll try it. Okay, Gear Up is amazing in opera. Okay. Okay. Are you guys ready? I tried my best. I tried. Okay, but listen, so he was talking about me. Do you have a talent?
Of course I do.
Did he say you have a talent? You can't have a talent. You have a talent.
Of course I do.
Okay, what's your talent, Kyle?
I can dance.
You can dance.
Heck yeah.
Okay, I have to see this. Okay,
Bring it on, boy.
Okay, do the worm. Do you know how to do the worm?
Every white boy knows how to do the worm.
Okay, do the worm. That was all right. It was all right. Okay, we're gonna introduce the next group, some real talented people. That was okay, but here are the real talented people. Are you ready for the talent group? Come on now, let's give them a round of applause.
on the macho like Randy. The chopper go out to for granted. This nigga bullet, you bandit. Hope the killers understand it. Legacies, family, ways, pocket smoke, Danny, selling ball, candy. Men on the macho like Randy. The chopper go out to for granted. This nigga bullet, you bandit. Bandit.
When life gets tough and our circumstances get the best of us, fear tries to control who are we going to become, making us forget where we come from.
To our own shortcomings, we bear witness when the damage is done.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow.
Shutting the door on satisfaction and joy they so dreamt of.
Even as leaders, we cannot go it alone. Gear up for the journey ahead. Leap for your dreams. And if you fall, lean on me. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Just call me, call me, just call me, call me, just call me, call me.
Folks, clearly we just saw the stars of this conference. And like Monday when I gave my speech, I didn't have a good way to close it, but they did. And we've got sessions this morning. This is the last official plenary, but I just want to say one last thing based on what you just saw. They're the stars, but for all the Gear Up educators in the room, you're creating this. When you leave here, I just hope you leave just with a tremendous amount of pride to do more as we all march together. Give it up for these kids.
Child, things are going